Today we have a special guest with us who is actually no stranger to us at all, coming from his home studio in New York City. Let us welcome independent filmmaker, director, and actor Randy Jones. Randy, welcome back to our broadcast. It is so good to have you back.
Thank you so much for having me back on your broadcast. It feels so good to be back.
Randy, the last time we had you on our news broadcast, you talked about several film projects that you have created and working on, and also a different movie project that have just been released by the name of Showtime High, that you are actually playing a news reporter. For those who didn't see your last interview, how did this all about?
Well, Showtime High came about through a connection, which is from the creator and the director of the film, one of the creators of the film, by the name of Janae Richardson. Okay, her and I actually had another business deal that we still have going on, and she told me about this film she's doing, and I said, "Oh, okay, congratulations. You know, it's normal." And I said, "Hey, I'd like to be a part of it. You know, I wouldn't mind. You know, I'm an actor. That's, besides, you know, directing and writing and everything." And she was like, "Sure, okay, I can get you a role." And she came in with an idea, said, "Hey, I'd like for you to play, a news reporter." And I was like, at first I was like, I don't know, I never played a news reporter, you know. But then again, I said, I'm an actor, I want to act. So I said, okay, no problem. And I just went up and did what I had to do, and here I am.
We actually have a clip of you playing a news reporter. Let's take a look this clip from the movie Showtime High.
Hi, this is David Johnson, reporting to you live from Channel 12 News in Nashville, right here in downtown Nashville, Tennessee, where we actually had a rivalry gang surrounded around Showtime High, which led to a murder. In fact, five murders, and three people were injured. A lot of people in this neighborhood have been talking, but nobody wanted to talk on camera. I spoke to one lady, and this is what she had told me. She said that this type of stuff goes on all the time. Gang shooting, drug dealing, rivalry gangs fighting, um, kidnapping, everything you can think of, all extortion. And this has to stop. David Johnson, reporting to you live, downtown Nashville, Tennessee, on Channel 12 News.
Wow, Randy, that was so natural. You actually look and sound like a news reporter now, being that you're so used of playing bad guys and superheroes. Was playing a news reporter a bit challenging for you?
Yes. This was a bit challenging for me because I'm not used of playing a news reporter. I've been around several news reporters. We have plenty of those right here in my hometown in New York. Okay, and or a superhero and everything, like you said earlier. In fact, you got to excuse in my home studio, you may see little flies flying around. I'm actually in the process of filming my next my new episode for my action film. The Hooded Swordsman. So it's like an action scene, like a fighting scene in an exorted, messed up apartment. So this is pretty much like a studio set. So please excuse that. Okay, but yes, it was very challenging. Okay, because I was trying my best to make it more natural, not to like try to sound like I was acting. Just make it more natural. Actually telling news and stuff like that about an event that went on in Nashville, Tennessee, which actually the film was filmed in Nashville, Tennessee, although my scene was actually filmed here on location in New York City, not too far from my home studio and everything. But yes, it was a bit challenging, and I can say, thankfully, I pretty much thank God. I think I pretty much pulled it off, but that's up to the viewers who watch the film.
Now, as we wrap up this interview, you're also featured in a comic book in which you created that's now on Amazon. Is that correct?
Yes, the name of the comic book right here, you can see it. It's called Kicking It with Tina Podcast. You can catch it on Amazon.com or Kicking It with Tina Podcast. Just type in the way you see it here, Kicking It with Tina Podcast. This is a comic book that I am in. In fact, you can see me right here. My face. Right. Let me zoom in a little bit more. You can see me right there. My little bald head self. And this is actually the creator, the founder of the comic book, Miss Christine White. We call her Tina, aka she has her own podcast. I actually helped her to create this. I actually helped her to put it together and stuff. I'm in it, and several. I'm not going to show you everything, just a little something. And I'm in it. I help write it, have choreographed it, and she proofread the comic book several times, and she helped me out, concerning the comic book on how to make it look better and stuff like that. She did all the artwork and stuff like that, got all the people together and everything. So it's really her comic book, and I'm pretty much am the co-creator of the comic book. And I came up, with the idea for her. I'm also I'm actually a part of her podcast as well. It's a comic book based upon the podcast, and I'm a part of her podcast. I do skits with her. We do every skits every week and everything. We playing on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So her and I get together. She come up with ideas, I come up with ideas, and we just started role playing on different topics and everything. It's a good comic book. She has kids in here as well. This is her children right here. This is her son right here. This is her daughter, her son Eric, her daughter Kersaya, and the rest of her relatives and family and friends and everything. So it's a good comic book. This is volume one we're doing, and actually we're talking in the discussion right now and about to get ready for volume two, which should probably be coming out pretty much maybe another year or so. Okay, but we'll keep everybody posted. Also, there's no guarantee on this. Also, there is talks. Well, I've been talking about it more. Possibly, there's no guarantee what I'm about to say, but possibly there could be an animated cartoon series. Okay, she didn't kind of release me to do it yet, but she know I really want to do that. So there's possibility. Okay, um, it's a good comic book. Okay, it's a good comic book. I believe everybody's going to really like it, really enjoy it. You got all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to give away, what's inside, but you check it out when you go see it. So go to Amazon.com and check out the comic book.
Wow, Randy, God has truly blessed you with so many gifts and talents, and you're using them all well, Randy. We truly say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and doing this interview with us on the news broadcast, and we are always looking forward to having you back with us again. And please tell everyone, where can they go and see the movie Showtime High that you're in, and also repeat, where can everyone purchase their copy of the comic book that you're in?
Hey, thank you so much again for having me. It's always a blessing, a privilege, and an honor to come to your broadcast and just do an interview with you guys. Okay, for the movie, okay, Showtime High, you can go check it out on Indie Nation Network. Okay, that's Indie Nation Network. In fact, here, I'm going to show it to you on my phone right here. Indie Nation Network. Okay, and this is the poster to it. This is it right here. A cast of brilliant new talent upcoming. Okay, this is the cast right here. Showtime High, wonderful film, um, created by Janae Richardson, one of the creators, the main writers and director and everything. Big ups to Janae out there in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you sis, so much for the opportunity. I thank God for you, and I look forward to work with you on more projects. And also for the comic book, Kicking It with Tina podcast on Amazon. Okay, just go to Amazon and type it in just like the way you see it here. Kicking It with Tina podcast. I guarantee you, purchase your copy, you will not be disappointed. In fact, make a promise to me. When you purchase your copy after you read it, can you make a promise to me you'll purchase one for a friend or family member? Okay, I guarantee you. Okay, you will not be disappointed. Like I said, it's no guarantee, but like I said, okay, there is a there is a cartoon series of the podcast in works. There's no guarantee though. Okay, it's up to this woman right here, Miss Tina. Okay, it's up to her. No guarantee. Once she gives the green light, I'll get to working. Okay. Thank you. God bless you. I love you, and I look forward to coming back on the broadcast again.